know what time it is. Yo, homie, peep in. Tempo, check it out. You know he makes it funky, and he's good to go. When I bang, catch the groove with New York, L.A., and San Francisco.
The house tonight. You know it's gonna move your mind. The groove is out of sight.
The groove is out of sight.
Funky as you wanna be. Tempo's in the house tonight.
Tempo's in the
You know
house.
it's gonna move your mind. The groove is out of
The
sight.
groove is out of sight.
Funky as you wanna be.
Oops, don't mind that. Welcome back, guys. We had some technical difficulties. OBS crashed out on me completely. I had to reboot my computer, reset up the stream on YouTube itself and everything. It's just such a pain. So that's 2 weeks in a row that a similar thing has happened. Last week it was because of my capture card. This week I have no idea. OBS didn't even give me an error message. It just disappeared completely. And I had to reboot my computer, so I'll have to research that later. But thanks to those that you know, stuck with me through this. I apologize for those technical difficulties. I really can't do anything about them. They just happen, and it really sucks. And it especially sucks because it's the second week in a row. And yeah, I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, this is Tempo. We're gonna be playing through this tonight, hopefully, assuming OBS is stable. And yeah, it's a side-scrolling platformer for the 32X, developed by Red, guys that did Lords of Thunder and Bonk's Adventure series and stuff like that. Pretty cool game, stiff controls, but really nice animation and whatnot. So, but yeah, welcome back, guys. Tony, Carlos, John Evan, Red Z Ranger. Red Z Ranger, thanks for that retweet on Twitter, man, about my stream. I appreciate it. Anyone that likes to keep up with my stream updates and stuff like that, do check out Twitter. I do post my when my streams go live and stuff like that, along with a bunch of other stuff. Red Z Ranger's over there following me, and he retweeted it earlier, so thanks a lot for that, dude. Also, just like I did previously before OBS crashed, big shout out to Chris Hendricks again, who did a super chat donation last stream. Much appreciated, Chris. Thanks to all our channel members and Patreon backers as well. If anyone's interested in supporting the show and getting Let's Plays early, consider looking into the Patreon link or supporting the channel here on YouTube via YouTube channel memberships. So thanks to everyone that is doing that. So yeah, let me scroll through chat here. We got Akella. Welcome back, Akella. John Evans says Castlevania Season 3. Yes, that is right. That is next week. So I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. But yeah, so as you guys can probably tell, Tempo's a side-scrolling platformer. It is fairly slow, and it takes a little while to get used to. Also, well, I'll talk about it as we go. So I'm being deafened by my headphones right here. I need to come up with a better, like, volume mixture, like, in my ears when I'm playing, because, like, lately, maybe it's my ears just going bad, but either the game's too quiet or it's too loud, and it gives me trouble, like, talking properly on stream, which is really weird. I might just need to try to invest in a different pair of headphones. It's just better, a little bit lighter on the ears, and I've got these, like, you know, sort of quote-unquote professional DJ headphones that are a little bit heavier than, you know, normal consumer stuff, and I think it's just starting to wear on me as I use them more and more over the years. Probably doesn't make any sense for a lot of you guys out there, but some of you guys will probably understand what I mean. But yeah, you've got some options here. You do have a sound test. You know, like I mentioned with Knuckles Chaotix last week, a lot of 32X games do have sound test menus, and Tempo is one of them. So if you like the music in the game, there is a sound test mode you can chill out to. Hey, Crestline, what is going on, man? Welcome back. You will be back. Okay, so you're popping in and popping out. Well, thanks, I guess, for popping in and popping out. We'll see you later, Crestline. So, all right. So let's just go ahead and jump into the game. I'm a little flustered because, you know, I had started the stream late, and, you know, we were like 15 minutes into the stream, and then OBS just crashed out completely. So all that stuff I just said in the beginning about super chats and Patreon and everything else, I already said once in longer form. So I'm having to say it again, and that's always really, really annoying. So yeah, I apologize for that, guys. So let's go ahead and just jump in. We'll explain the game. We'll play Tempo. And let's just chill out and hope that this is the rest of the stream is good. So, tempo, you have 6 stages. You can press up or down to move this elevator. And looks like you can do any of these 5 stages, these first 5 stages in any order. And then you've got this last stage up here, which we can't access. Actually, I don't know. The button is there. I don't think we can access it yet, but we're going to start with these bottom stages first. If you press down again, you can actually go to a bonus stage area. So you'll get coins over the course of the game, and you can come down here and use them up to play some mini games. Now, so Tempo is an interesting game where your score determines the kind of ending you get. So the idea is to try to get as many points as you can. And these mini games down here it's all about getting points. So you really want to play these mini games if you want to boost your score and try to get the quote-unquote best ending. I don't know what all the endings are in this game. I've only gotten the one that I got on Twitch last week. That was the first time I had beaten the game in about 2 decades, probably longer. I got my 32X in either 95 or 96. Whenever they started liquidating them, it was probably 96. Mid-96, and Tempo was one of the earlier games I got for the system, and I beat the game a couple times back then, but that was a very long time ago, 23, 24, 25 years, years ago as of doing this stream. So, yeah, I don't remember what the endings were back in the day that I got, and the one we got on Twitch was kind of funny, and yeah, so we'll see what we get on this playthrough. I don't know what the score thresholds are. What I do know is that the game does tell you, it shows you this like meter that fills up as your points are calculated for your ending. And I only got, I'd say not even halfway on that meter. So I had a lot of points to go to get, another ending. So we'll see what we get here. Yeah, so as you can see, Tempo can walk left, he can walk right, you can jump, and you do have baby jumps in this game, or I should say variable jump height. So how high you jump is dependent on how long you hold the button. And so you can also press C to throw out these musical notes. These will actually stun enemies. And you can press A to kick. You can also press down. Oops, I didn't want to do that. So you can also press down and press A. And what Tempo does is he does a back kick. You can also double tap forward, and Tempo will run. And yeah, so it's actually kind of hard to run and then stop dead in your tracks. You notice that Tempo actually skids quite a lot, so it's a little tricky to get the hang of. But what I like to do is, in terms of getting points, is stunning them, pressing down an attack, and kicking them backwards. If I do a running dash kick like this, I only get 200 points. So the idea is to basically take things slow and then do that kind of kick right there. So now if you combo enemies with a running dash kick, you'll actually get, every enemy, their point value will multiply. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be trying to get as many points as I can in this playthrough. So we're going to be taking things relatively slow, which is why I predict this game will probably end up taking us up to 3 hours to play. You also get these music notes on the playfield. They will give you your health back, but we have a full health bar right now, so they're not going to actually do a whole lot for us. But you do want to get them regardless whether your health is full or not, because those are calculated as end-of-level bonus points. And if you get everything, you get extra points. You basically sort of get a perfect bonus. This is Katie. This is your comrade. She will help you out. If you stun enemies, she will go and attack those enemies for you. And let's see if I can come down here, just like that. You notice that the backgrounds in this game are really nice looking, just very nice visuals. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to stun these guys. No, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just combo off them like this. Just like so. I don't know if there's another one. I don't think there is, but there are some piano notes here, or piano keys. You can jump on them to make these music notes appear. Actually, I did not want to stun him like that. So yeah, you know, I am trying to be points conscious in this playthrough, which means I actually don't really want to stun enemies with Katie if I can avoid it, because I want to get these 500 points over and over again. See, like that. It looks like the hitbox is really big on my foot attack as well, or my backwards foot. So you do have some sort of traps here. You know, you've got those water drops there. They will hurt you. Sort of European style level design right there, the water drops. Occasionally you'll find these signs that say Katie, and that makes Katie do a little jig, and then walls will disappear, unveiling secret areas. Hey Ethel, welcome back. And I Don't Give a Thumb, and Office, welcome back Office. Yeah, for anyone just joining us, we had to restart the computer because OBS just crashed out completely, and whenever OBS crashes, you pretty much have to reboot your whole computer. It just... yeah, it's annoying. So yeah, technical difficulties 2 weeks in a row, although for two totally different reasons. I did briefly check the OBS logs, and it like, I don't know, right at the very end of the log, I saw that there was an error with some of my Streamlabs plugins from the Twitch side of things. So I went into my Twitch stream templates, stream sources, and, you know, remove those offending plugins that I had running. So hopefully that was the problem, and that resolves the issue, but I don't know, we'll see. I have to go through and look at the logs deeper tonight. OBS logs are such a pain to go through because there's so much information, and I just took a hit, but it's not a big deal. We'll get a lot of health back on this level. I am going to go ahead and snipe these guys from a distance. They're kind of annoying. They fly out at you, and we'll just let Katie deal with them. And again, there's some health back from those notes. You notice that, again, tempo is a fairly slow game. Now, again, you can dash to make it quicker, but you don't want to go too crazy with the dashes because, you know, some enemies like these fly guys will just come out of nowhere, seemingly. They'll trigger before you actually even see them on the screen, and that can be a little frustrating to deal with. So let's go ahead and come down here. This is a two-way shot, so we can actually shoot backwards as well, which is nice. Lots of, you know, background interactivity, or foreground interactivity as well. So like that flag there, you can actually grab it. There we go. The jumping is a little weird in this game. If, like, when I was down there on the ground, it wasn't letting me jump all the way once I started moving. It was really weird. So, you know, tempo, you know, as cool of a game as it is, I do think is a little bit of an acquired taste. It is not fast and snappy like, say, a Super Mario Brothers game, or even a Sonic the Hedgehog or something like that. It is very stiff. Every time you land, it takes many frames for tempo to, say, turn around, and many more frames to give you control again. It definitely takes a while to get used to. So, but I do still think it's a really solid game. Definitely worth playing if you like interesting platformers. And I do think it's a must-play on the 32X for, maybe not necessarily for the gameplay itself, but just for the amount of polish it has compared to a lot of other 32X games. It's just a really nicely, nice-looking game. Definitely seems like there's a lot of care and effort put into it. So what's going on here, you want to complete these note chains, and you'll get some bonus points. So points are also good because you get lots of several extra lives over the course of the game. So trying to score well is also important for that reason too, so you can get those sweet extra lives. So pressing B in the air again, it lets you hover, sort of hover. You sort of flutter with your wings, and you can fall down slowly. So this dance icon up here, if you don't have Katie, it'll give you Katie. If you do have Katie, it'll make all the enemies on screen turn into gold coins. And again, those gold coins are used for the bonus rounds on the main stage select screen. So again, I'm not going to bother stunning enemies. The safest way to deal with enemies in this game is to stun them and then attack them. But again, I want those sweet, sweet points for a potentially better ending. But these fly guys right here, I will just kill them. I'll have Katie kill them for me. And we're gonna go ahead and fall down. I think there's probably a dance icon down here. Yeah, whenever you see enemies in windows like that, usually there's a dance icon. And you can pick it up and then turn them all into coins. So once we beat this level, we'll definitely go play some bonus rounds. Go ahead and let Katie deal with that, and then the car just goes ballistic. So you want to just keep jumping, or get on to something higher. Get to higher ground. There we go. I'm just trying to take things really safe here. So, you know, Tempo is actually a fairly challenging game, believe it or not. It looks really simple, but it's very easy to take a lot of damage rapidly back to back. There aren't many invincibility frames in this game, so you have to watch out for that. And this is, you know, part of the game's charm. There's a lot of goofy stuff in the game as well, which I absolutely love. I like it when games just go, you know, just crazy like this. I'm gonna fall down here because I feel like there's something else I'm missing. So yeah, there's this whole note area. There we go. Alright, got it. Sweet and sour points, yes. So these poles here, you can actually go up them or down them, and then depending on the way that your you know, tempo is hanging, you will you'll fling off when you press the jump button. So there are a couple of ways in the game to build momentum, but yeah. Hey Venom, what's going on? Welcome back. So interestingly, you can actually sort of wall jump in this game, or wall kick, if you want to call it that. I discovered that really late on my last playthrough, and it actually really came in handy. As you can see, I can just sort of kick my way upwards, which is pretty awesome. Alright, so there's another one of these car guys here, but I got the three-way shot now. Yeah, Red, definitely, dude. It definitely feels like a lot of care and effort was put into the game. You know, the company that made this game, it seemed like that was the case for a lot of their games that they made. Again, they were responsible for, like, Lords of Thunder, Gate of Thunder, the Bonk's Adventure series, games like that, and plenty more games, too. They've done a lot of games over the years. Oh yeah, when you do take a hit, you do actually end up losing whatever power-up you have. So your shot type. There we go. I'm pressing the wrong button. I was pressing C, but I did not want to actually press C. Let's jump on this, see where it takes us. Oh, it just takes us right here. A lot of times these disappear. Yeah, it just disappears. So you're not timed in the game, by the way, as far as I'm aware. So there is no actual on-screen timer or anything like that. So we don't have to worry about running out of time. And just kick, and kick, and kick, and kick, just like that. This is probably going to lead us to a boss fight. Yeah, I don't want to go here yet, because I noticed that there was actually a secret. So down here, I can see there's a big window area with one of those teleporters. So yeah, I don't want to go... I want to find what's down there first before I move on. Also, this is where my power-up landed, because we took a hit, and when you take a hit, your firepower upgrade falls down. Yeah, see right there, there's a four-way shot as well. Let's try doing this again. Nothing down here. Who owns the rights to tempo? I have no idea. My guess it would either be Red, who is apparently still around, but owned by some Chinese company, or it's Sega. I don't know. I don't know if Red retained the rights to tempo, or if it was strictly a Sega thing. Because it was published by Sega, which means that Sega might have funded the project, they might own the rights to tempo. I don't know, though. I don't usually look into that stuff. But that's what I can speculate anyway, so. Oops. Yeah, controls are very stiff in this. I tried jumping, and tempo did not jump. He fell. Bad tempo. So these do respawn. They do respawn. Doesn't matter. Let me just wall jump my way up, just like so. And there's Katie again. It's a double tap, Krusty. And hey, Major Havoc, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. My stream software just crashed completely, so. Hey, Mark. Thanks, dude. And Deadly. What's going on, Deadly? How are you doing, man? Retro Simon. Okay, so what I need to do here is, I have to actually jump over these crystals. So I want to jump up here, fall down, land on this teleporter. Oops, you don't want to land on the crystals. They do a lot of damage. It took away a quarter of my health bar. So for these crystals, you have to run into these sort of crystal rocks here, and they will make the crystals disappear. Hey, hey, Sketchcraft, welcome back. It's a coin. Alright. Yeah, so exploring was definitely worth it. We're gonna get lots of extra points at the end. Also, the headphone pickups that we got, those actually extend your health bar permanently. So we just actually got one right as I said that, which is convenient. Yeah, these stages are all chock full of secrets. And this will basically collect points for all the health that you have and then refill your health bar. So these are very good little power-ups to get as well. And that's pretty much it. We can go to the boss fight now. Oops. Can I get that? Okay, good. Torturing yourself by playing the Atari ST version of... Oh, Ghouls and Ghosts. Wow. Okay, so boss fight. Ideally what I want to do here is just try to stun him over and over, and just let Katie do the damage. The boss fights in this game, I think, are the weakest aspect of the game. Especially these early bosses, where it's, you know, they really take advantage of the 32X sprite scaling. It's, a lot of them are kind of janky. I don't know if he's gonna land right on me. Okay, I want to dash this way. Hey, Jeff, thanks for that donation, dude. And I might actually take a hit. There we go. Really want to watch where he's going and then just try to run. When he goes off screen and then lands, where he lands just seems, you know, completely random. So there doesn't really seem to be it's not like he lands wherever you are on screen, so I can't just run to the left or right and to, you know, to dodge his slam. It's a little aggravating. You completed it, but it was horrible. Yeah, the Atari, as we experienced many months ago when I had my Atari ST and we streamed a bunch of the arcade games on it, yeah, not a very good platform for those types of games. And it was explained to me, and I had a feeling it was because of this, but apparently the Atari ST doesn't have any hardware accelerated scrolling capabilities, so, you know, side-scrolling platformers always scroll really choppy. For the most part. Not all of them, but most of them, probably. Especially the arcade ports. So I've got 10 coins. So I'm going to demonstrate a couple... I'm going to demonstrate the pizza one here. So the idea here is to play these rhythm-oriented games. And, so, the first round of all these games tells you when to press the button. So when it says now, that's when you want to press the button. So Jeff says bagel pizza hybrids can be consumed asynchronously. I should get some pizza bagels. No, I shouldn't. I'm diabetic. That would be bad. Yeah, ST is good for its own games, but a lot of the fast action games and arcade games are not. It's not its strong suit. Some of them are fun. Don't get me wrong. Like I remember enjoying RoboCop, and I did enjoy Wonder Boy and Monsterland. So now I have to do it without the now symbol, without the indicator. And if I get it wrong, the little girl punches me. Leave your good memories on them? No, you don't. You're fooling yourself, Venom. See, the thing is, you don't need those good memories. I mean, just because like the game doesn't hold up well doesn't make them bad memories, actually. You still had fun playing them as a kid. But the other thing is that, like, you know, you could form new memories with them. Or even if you think they're bad, quote-unquote, in the current day, after you've played them just for a few minutes, maybe spend more time with them, and then you'll warm back up to them, and then you'll think they're good games again. But I don't recommend relying on, there we go, nostalgia to get enjoyment out of video games and whatnot. I think nostalgia drives the retro gaming scene a little too hard. Like, just, I don't know, I'm not gonna say forget those memories, but make new ones. Experiment with games you haven't played, or try to play old games you have played and try to do different things in them and learn them. Learn new tricks. Maybe you'll appreciate them more, even if they don't seem good at first. Yeah, this one's tough for me. I actually haven't gotten very far in the surfboard one. So what I usually do is I'll play the pizza one, or I'll play preferably the one on the far right. You get the most points from that. Yeah, with TV shows also, Akella, like, you know, that's an interesting topic on its own, to be honest with you. Because TV, it's all about, it's, you know, it's commentaries and it's jokes and humor and other things. And some of that stuff might not age particularly well as, you know, society's norms change. Video games, on the other hand, they don't require that stuff, so I think they hold up much better. Like Tempo here is 25 years old, and I think it's just as entertaining now as it probably was back in the day. And honestly, it might actually be more entertaining since we have more experience with games. Tempo has a lot of mechanics in it that aren't super obvious immediately. And so again, it's one of those games that actually might stand up better over time. Jeff says, I've seen folks basically try to escape their current lives via nostalgia. Do things now you will be nostalgic for in the future, not relive the same experiences over and over. Absolutely, man. And unfortunately, you know, like myself, Jeff, like I actually am kind of like it kind of sounds depressing, but I've kind of forced myself to live in that trap. Not because I want to be nostalgic, but because I have to deal with everyone else's nostalgia. And I have to play these games, you know, over and over and over again. So naturally, my own past experiences with the games pop up. And I don't always want to talk about them or think about them, you know? I do want to form, you know, new experiences. But by replaying a lot of these old games again, I end up basically living in that nostalgia, even unintentionally. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but yes, I mean, for people that are into games, like, just play the games, enjoy them, you know, and don't do it because, like, you have so many fond memories. Just, you know, play them because you enjoy them. You know, it's that simple. Working nights meant you were isolated from a lot of things you can only do during the day. Games are self-contained and can be enjoyed anytime. Absolutely. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right there, Jeff. And I did mention that I am moving to day shift in a few weeks. I'm not sure how that's going to affect my streaming schedule. I haven't figured that out yet, but hopefully I can start forming better current day memories that I will be nostalgic for in the future. But yeah, what Jeff said, I've witnessed so many times, so often in the retro video gaming scene. It's all about the nostalgia, and I don't think it's particularly healthy. I think bits of nostalgia are good every now and then, for sure, and I think everyone gets it, but to live in it all the time I don't think it's good. You should be forming new memories, new nostalgic memories. You're gonna look back 20 years from now and realize, wow, I really wasted my life. Spending 20 years living in the past instead of living in the present. So these little switches here will make these, I guess, I'm gonna assume they're like sound waves coming up, which push you up. So, one other thing, oops, that's bad. One other thing I forgot to mention is that, and this is a really nice touch, is when you get Katie on the screen, more instruments are added to the music that's playing. There we go. Thanks, Akela. 3DO Road Rash stream someday. Sure. I have to get my 3DO modded to with the USB mod, which costs money that I don't have. So until that happens, I probably won't be doing really anything on 3DO. I would love to do 3DO stuff, but yeah, I have to get that mod first. I'm not going out and buying games anymore for 3DO. It's too expensive. Yeah, there are a bunch of mods like that that I want to get. I want to get the Jaguar Flash Card. I want to get the Saturn Satiator when it comes out, which is going to be an optical drive emulator. I need to get the Jaguar Flash Card. I need to get my Virtual Boy modded, and then get the Virtual Boy Flash Card. Just to name a couple of things I need to do. I don't know if I got everything on this level, but I'm gonna go ahead and just exit. Yeah, no, absolutely, Krusty. I totally agree, man. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I do try to tell people to, you know, spend more time with games, experiment with them, learn them. You get more enjoyment out of the games, but, you know, like Krusty said, you might end up forming some new memories, too. So again, we're trying to get lots of points, so I'm taking things relatively slow here. I'm not using Katie when I can avoid it. You know, when I can avoid it. Because when Katie, when you stun an enemy, you have to hit land on this block, by the way, to push the sound bars up, which pushes through the blocks. And this is an interesting mechanic here. It's one of the only points in the game where you can actually latch onto a wall. There's no indication that you can do it. It just kind of happens. It's at very specific parts in the game. It's a little weird. But yeah, when you attack enemies with your notes and you stun them, Katie automatically homes in and destroys them for you. The problem is, when Katie destroys enemies, you only get 100 points. So, you know, I want those sweet 500 points from Teppo's back kick. Yeah, that's another good one, Venom. I know exactly what you're talking about. We did a Retro Achievement stream about 2 years ago. It was pretty fun. I'm gonna go ahead and let Katie kill him, because I can kill enemies by, you know, coming down here, but you'll notice that I only got 10 points. So I'm being very selective about how I kill enemies in this game, so I can maximize my points. Oh, Jeff, you got the Gold Star USB drive mod. Yeah, Jeff, I don't, I definitely, you know, I do still buy the occasional game for various platforms here and there, but I don't buy that often anymore because, you know, I just don't really have the money. Or, it's not even that I don't have the money, it's that I don't need the stuff, because I can play the games via other means. You know, as a working adult who lives in a very expensive area and has a very expensive apartment and has to pay for real-world, very expensive things, I can't be spending money on video games that are just gonna sit on a shelf. I'm better off modding my consoles to play to play backups or ISOs, or in the case of, you know, cartridge systems, I went flash carts a long time ago. So most of my 3DO collection was gone a long time ago, because I actually did have an old Gold Star that could play CDRs, and I would just use those, but then it stopped reading the CDRs, and my FZ1, coincidentally, also is no longer reading CDRs, so I need to just get the USB drive eventually. But yeah, I only have a couple of games on 3DO that I actually really want to play. Like, I've got Japanese copy of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I've got a disc only. Actually, I've got a cased copy of Wolfenstein 3D. And I think I might have like a Mercenary disc only or something like that. So, alright, let's come back this way. So yeah, I don't really have many 3DO games, and none of them are... That's not true, I have Doom long box. Because I have a Doom collection. Don't want to get hit by these sparks like I have. Some of the platforming is a little weird in this game. Like, it'll look like you should land on a platform, but you end up not landing on the platform. That's a little frustrating. Yeah, a Mercenary is pretty weird. Russian dude had them on sale for like 80 bucks on his site. I need to check that because yeah, I thought he was like trying to liquidate some of them. Like he might not be making them anymore. But I don't know if I heard right, but I thought that someone else in the retro scene was trying to make their own version of that type of device. I hope so. I don't know if it's the same Russian dude I'm thinking of, but I think there was one Russian dude that had a device, it might have been for Dreamcast or something, where he had implemented like a kill function, like a self-destruct function, where like after 5 years the unit would just brick itself. I guess to avoid like having clones being made or something. I don't know if it's the same guy. I was always a little wary about that. But I definitely still need one for 3DO. If I'm gonna ever stream 3DO again, I really need that device. And I do want to stream 3DO again. I like the 3DO a lot. He was running out of parts. Oh, okay. I don't know, it's still kind of weird, like, maybe he just doesn't want to deal with it anymore. I mean, running out of parts or not, I don't know why you would knock them half off. I guess that's my thing. It's like, I don't know why he wanted to go, 50% off on them. Alright, so there's actually one more secret or actually a couple more secrets I'm missing here. Let me come back down here. Go ahead and hit these. Yeah, I know where to get them, Jeff, but send me the link anyway. Just so as a reminder. Like, if they're still 80 bucks, I might actually just buy one right now. Although, I wanted to get one for my FZ1, and I don't know if he was discounting all of them. He might have just been discounting the Gold Star ones, I'm not sure. Twisted is actually a pretty fun game, by the way. I would love to play that with a group of people. That'd be a lot of fun. Okay, I know what I'm missing, actually. So, I have to come over here. I just saw it on the trip back. There we go, it's right here. This is what I needed. Am I gonna get the TurboGrafx Mini? I don't have plans to, but you never know. I might. Because whether I get it or not, it's gonna depend on how quickly it's hacked and how good it is as a hacked console. Because my Turbo Duo is, it works fine, it just doesn't want to read CDRs, so I can't you know, I have to go out and buy my Turbo Duo games, and again, that's something else that's definitely not happening. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing wrong here. I think the level actually does keep going on. I thought it was just gonna end. Actually, no, let me come over here real quick. Yeah, okay, yeah, that is the beginning. That's what I thought. These levels do get pretty expansive, by the way. So there are only, I guess, 6 main levels in the game, but they are pretty big. They're pretty big levels. Now, I can rush right to the end if I want, but, you know, again, I'm trying to get as many points as I can. And I do want to go down there to get that pair of headphones. Let me fall down here. Yeah, Kella, I mean, I have the Super Nintendo Mini too, which, shout out to Tony Hayden out there. He actually sent it in as a gift, as a donation. So I probably wouldn't have one if it wasn't for him. But I did buy the NES Mini with my own money as well. Okay, so yeah, that's the exit. I don't want to go to the exit yet. I'm missing something. There's a whole secret area up top. Let me come down here again, see if I missed anything. Oh yeah, that's right. You take fall damage in this. I totally forgot. I think I have to go back down into that big room, and then maybe go to the left. Hey, Leo. Yeah, and after you take a certain amount of hits, you do lose Katie, so that's actually problematic. But there's actually one more stage to go to in this set of levels. So, all right, let's come on over here. Nope. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with this, but let me come on all the way over here to the left. Oops. Yeah, this is what I was missing. Alright, so first off, I'm going to kick up like this so I can get that note. And then let's try this one right here. And here we go. Alright, so this power-up lets me just fly constantly. And honestly, I wish the game moved at this speed all the time. It feels so much better. There we go. Alright, there's one more secret room as well I have to go to. Hey Samuel, welcome to the stream. There we go. So there's gonna be a pair of headphones up here I can get. Alright, we're good to go. On to the second, or the next level, I should say. All right. Taking my time, getting those sweet, sweet points. Yeah, having an optical drive emulator would be nice for the Neo CD, but fortunately that's one of those systems that plays CDRs just fine for me, so I'm okay with just sticking with that route. Same with the Sega CD. My Sega CD reads CDRs perfectly, so no issues there. Would I play Tempo on the Saturn? I have played it before. I'll probably try it again sometime, but I got stuck in one of the earlier areas in the game, so and I just kind of lost interest. So but it's a very, very well animated game. Looks really nice. Alright, here's Katie again. Dude, Tony, it's Sega Saturn, man. Just assume it goes for too much. Or so much. All the time. Always assume it. It's Sega Saturn. There are very few Sega Saturn games now that are actually what I would call cheap. Especially like really good Saturn games. I did some research on it a few weeks ago for a potential write-up on my website. Talking about, you know, Saturn prices. It's gotten really bad on Saturn, so just... You really shouldn't be surprised if anything is expensive on Saturn, seriously. If you're using your brain anyway, you shouldn't be surprised. And you should be using your brain, Tony. I do, Jeff. It's gameplayandtalk.com. Yeah, it's in the video description. Yeah, it's just sort of like a passion project. Video scripts I have, I'll post as written articles, which actually works really well. But I'll also write, like, just new things that aren't going to be on the YouTube channel. Alright, so this guy really only does damage to you when he's, you know, when you see the, I guess, sound waves between his headphones. Also, this face that drops down, you want to grab it and you'll basically dance and do some free damage to the boss. If you don't have Katie, that power-up will give you Katie, and Katie's really good on these early boss fights in particular. So these first few early boss fights, I really want to just, you know, hit them from a distance. Yeah, Crestline, I got a website. I even made a website section on my Discord, Crestline, which you're a part of, so, yeah. Damn, dude, I posted it on social media, man, that goes to show how, like, few people actually see my social media. Yeah, I mean, I posted multiple times on social media. I posted on Discord, all that stuff. I even posted on my personal Facebook page. But yeah, feel free to check that out, guys. There's an RSS feed button on the bottom of the site if you use an RSS reader. And, yeah, there's only four articles up there right now, but it's a pretty simple setup. I don't really intend on doing anything too crazy with it. It's just another creative outlet for me, basically. Not really a place like for me spamming my own videos. It's more about like just writing stuff that's actually useful to people. I got you, Crestline. Well, I mean, it's been up there for like 2 months, and you've definitely posted in the last 2 months. That's why I'm giving you crap about it. But yeah, no, I hear you, man. Don't worry about it. So again, you have to hit it when that pop-up comes up. You're watching the Doom GBA walkthrough earlier. Nice. Very nice. You have to do it when it's like now. 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 Just like that. Yeah, so you get 8,000 points for this one. You get so many more points than you do for the other ones. So... Is there a donation tier to get you to do a live stream of a particular NES game? No, there's not. I don't take requests generally, but one thing I am going to start doing for... I don't know if it's just... Yeah, I was going to... Maybe just patrons and YouTube channel members. I don't know. I have to figure out how to do it, but I do want to get suggestions... Yeah, I do want to get general suggestions from people to get an idea of like what people want to see the most, and then compare it to my own list. And if there are any, you know, cross references, then I'll be more likely to pick those games to cover, you know, to try to appease people's wants. But I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I messed up. Yeah, we missed one, so. Yep, that's it. Is my list publicly available? No, it's... I don't, it's not even a complete list, Krusty. Like, there's a whole lot of stuff I've done recently that wasn't even on the list. I just kind of fell into it, so. I have a list of, like, potential things, and that's not even all the potentials I could do. And I do have a list of things I want to do soon, but even that's not a complete list. And a lot of times I don't even get to stuff on it, so it's... Yeah. It's sort of like an ideas list. It's complex. It's many pages long of potential Let's Plays and live streams and stuff like that. Let's see if we can get the timing in this one. This one's definitely going to be the trickiest. There's such a long gap between button presses. No, Leo, I'm not. Because the Japanese Model 1 is a Japanese system, and this is a US game. I'll probably get a lockout message if I try to play it on it. I've already done 3DO Doom. Got a full playthrough of it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with this surfboard one. It's... Is this game ever re-released? It was not, no. Hey Jeff, thanks again, man. What is the coolest video game title you've seen? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I'd have to think about it for quite a while. Yeah, I'd have to think about it for a while. I love the Super Mario World title screen. It's one of my favorites, actually. But I know I'm sure I've seen way cooler ones. I just have to I have to dwell on it. Oh, you meant just the name. I thought you meant, like, what the coolest title screen was, or something like that. Well, I have to go with Radiant's Silvergun. It's one of my favorite games, but I think it's also got one of the coolest names. I mean, I could just cop out and say Doom or Quake, because those are pretty cool names, cool too. But no, I'll go with Radiant Silvergun. Oh, speaking of Doom Eternal, I pre-ordered that yesterday on Steam. Okay, I'd really like to get back up. I missed a whole bunch of stuff there. Alright, so we're on level 3 out of 6. So we're getting close to the halfway point in the game. Yeah, you still get Doom 64. Yep. Am I gonna do a Doom Eternal walkthrough? Yeah, absolutely. That's the plan. So I'm gonna play the game the day it comes out. I'll probably stream it over on Twitch. And then once I get decent at the game, I will I'll probably do a YouTube live stream. Trying to get my 500 points. This thing just will not let me. I'll get my 200. Woo! I'll get my 200 instead. No, Crestline. Doom 64 is a pretty terrible name. Mainly because it has 64 in the title. Complete lack of creativity there. I don't know if I can actually get under there. I'm curious. No, I can't. You will play that before you play Doom Eternal? Come on, Crestline. So you know what I'll probably end up doing, Jeff? You mentioned, like, you know, if I donate a certain amount, will you play a certain game that I want you to play? I'm probably not going to do something like that, because it's, I don't know, doing donation incentives like that is always kind of weird to me. It almost doesn't feel right. But what I might start doing is doing, like, community posts on my YouTube channel, asking, like, what do you want me to see? Name one game you want to see me play the most. And I'll just add those to a list. I know I did that with Patreon backers a couple years ago, and I got a lot of recommendations, but most of them were games like I didn't really want to play. I know a bunch of people named like Sega CD full motion video games, and I was like, no, I don't really know. I mean, I still have them on my list, but this was years ago now. And needless to say, I think I've only gotten around to doing one of them. So, but I'll basically, instead of just doing it for patrons, I'll try to do it for, like, you know, my whole YouTube subscriber base. I have played Clive Barker's Undying. Yeah, I actually own the game. We were playing it last October on PC. I need to go back and finish it. I got pretty far into the game. I think I got over halfway through the game. Yeah, if I do that one this year, we'll probably wait until October. But Jeff, just out of curiosity, what NES game were you talking about? I assume you had a specific one in mind. I'm going to assume it's a really goofy one. Because it's Jeff. I know what Jeff is like. Oh yeah, uninvited. Yeah, I need to do that too. I haven't beaten that game in about 20 years as well. Actually, probably longer. Alright, just need to take our time here. We beat Halo this morning, Leo. Yeah, so for anyone curious, we're probably going to play Halo on PC next week. I mean, maybe even this Saturday. Maybe I'll do a Saturday stream. I don't know. We'll see. See how I feel. Oh, you follow Kilgers? Awesome, man. I've been following him for like 10 years now. He was one of the earlier dudes on YouTube that I talked to. Yep, I still watch his content. He makes really good stuff these days. I mean, he's always made really good stuff, actually. He took a break there for quite a while. But he's back doing regular uploads. He has been for a couple years now, I think. I don't think I can really get that, and this is really bad, actually. I don't want to die before this boss. Okay, full health. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that power-up. I'm just going to exit. Yeah, this is actually a really short level compared to the previous two. Have I ever thought about doing Portal? Yeah, I've barely ever played Portal, though, so it's not on my radar right now, but I do want to play through it eventually. I hear it's not very long, and it's also pretty fun. Looks like we can sort of stun lock this guy. So what's interesting about these early bosses is that they're all basically being scaled and rotated. The next two bosses are, it's actually, you know, hand-drawn, like the Tempo and Katie sprites. So it's kind of a weird, weird contrast. I don't know why they didn't just have all the bosses be, you know, hand-drawn, but they probably thought it was more impressive having these scaling sprites. And, you know, maybe in 1995 it was, but they definitely haven't aged very well. I will say, of the first three bosses, the boxing glove animates the best. The other ones are the boot in particular is really janky looking. Alright, let's go back and play those bonus games again. Get some points. Alright, see ya, Samuel. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I did it too early. Oh. It's a lot of points that I missed out on. Alright, see you, Krusty. So it's like they have you do it twice and then wait, and then twice and wait. Yeah, and only 3,000 points for that. Okay, I messed that up completely. Let's see how fast we can get the pizza one going. I think I've gotten up to level 8 on pizza. Oh, what? Come on, I did not mistime that. Oh, that sucks. Alright, I'm not going to play it again. I'm going to save my coins. Alright, so we did all the first 3 stages. So we're an hour and a quarter into the stream, and as you can see, these levels do take a little while to go through, so we'll do this one first. I have 7 lives, though. We haven't died yet, which is nice. Some of the bosses are actually really tough to recover from if you die, so it's one reason why I want to get to the bosses with Katie, because she makes the bosses a lot easier. Come on. Tempo. God, even ducking takes time. It's so annoying. Uh-oh, that's gonna hurt me. Yeah, water hurts you, unfortunately, so... These frogs pop you up. So you can hop and bop enemies in this game, but you get less points. So again, I'm all about those points right now. You can also destroy these sort of honeycombs, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna actually try to destroy as many as I can. There are enemies that can spawn in them though, so you have to be careful about that. Watch out for it at least. Interesting that the one behind me doesn't actually destroy the honeycombs. You got the falcon punch for that slice, yeah, basically. Oops. Alright, I want to come back this way. But now it's hitting behind me and actually doing damage. I don't know, it's weird. Tempo feels kind of inconsistent sometimes. Oh, nice. So, the last time I played this game, I kind of just rushed through these last couple of levels, so I didn't really take that much time to explore them. Because I had some major trials and tribulations with this game when I was practicing it. Major trials and tribulations. We had multiple game crashes and freezes. It was really aggravating, to say the least. Lost my multiplier. Keep losing my weapon. Oh, come on. Losing a lot of health now, too. Oh, I can push these rocks over these little holes, too. I just realized. You know, tempo keeps... jumping off of them. There we go. Wow, they do a lot of damage. Jeez, man. Everything's dangerous in this game. I lost Katie. Yeah, there are some things that are kind of janky in this game, though. Like, I'm trying to just kick them, but Tempo kept propelling himself upward, which didn't really make any sense. Okay, why is it not connecting? There you go. Hoping some health appears. There's some. Yeah, that would be a fun stream. I've never beaten Gex, but I would like to someday. I made it a couple worlds into it. Fun game, for sure. Definitely one of the 3DO's stronger titles. That was cheap. Trying to take things slow so I can maximize my points, but it's not always working out. Like I keep hopping on these enemies by accident. I'm trying to get next to them to do, say, like that right there. I was trying to jump to the left, and I ended up hopping on her. Which meant I only got 10 points as opposed to 100, 200, or 500. For those of you guys just joining us, points in this game determines the ending that you get. Which is why I'm stressing out a little bit about the points. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Like, beating the game is beating the game. Nothing too terribly special. But I would like to see a different ending than I did last time. I do need to go up back to the top left. The only Gex you played was Gex 64. Yeah, I've barely played the 3D Gexes, but I would like to try to put time into those too. I've heard that they're alright. I've heard that they're kind of straightforward too, at least the original one. Alright, this is basically towards the beginning. Come on, tempo. Oh. Alright, let's go ahead and just get out of here. I think we've pretty much done everything we can. I mean, you can see how you can actually go through the levels pretty quickly if you don't really care about points. Actually, what's this down here? I want to make sure I got it. Okay. No, I do want this, actually. Okay, so we actually had missed a... Okay, never mind. I thought this was a secret. Nope, it's just sending us right back. Alright, let's go get Katie, and then we will we'll exit the level. Unless I see something else I missed, but I don't think I've missed anything. Nope, I missed that. Jeez, man. Yeah, there's way more to this level than I thought. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I saw those green guys up top earlier, and I was like, I wonder how you can destroy them. Speaking of that, you never completed Undying. I don't think a lot of people have completed Undying. It wasn't a very popular game. Oh, this actually put me right back where I wanted to be. We're at 178,000 points. I want to say I was somewhere around like 250,000 points or something when I beat the game last time. The final level you can kind of grind out for points, and you'll see why once we get there. Doesn't look like I can wall kick off these walls. Let's fall down here. And this isn't going to do anything because there aren't any enemies on screen. Ah, come on. One thing about these backgrounds is they can get pretty confusing. Especially when there's like nothing on screen and you're just floating in the middle of the air. You won't know which way you're actually going because of how the backgrounds are just constantly bouncing and weaving. Oops, I do not want to fall down. Actually, no, let's go ahead and do that. She might open up a wall or something. Yep, just like that. Yeah, and this level actually ends at the left-hand side, which is weird. It starts on the left, ends on the left. So let's go all the way to the right. There's probably the crystal that we can unlock. Yeah, last time I played this game too, I just kind of skipped through this whole area. I just rushed my way to the end. Tempo's one of those games that it's kind of a chill out kind of game. Like, I'm sitting here not even really thinking about things to talk about. I'm just sort of chilling as I play. It is a challenging game if you're not careful. But if you are careful, you take things slow, you can chill out to it pretty well. My notes are not working. Yeah, Crestline. It's got a very chill soundtrack. Yeah, it's an Elvis. Oh, it's an 8 lives. You might get extra points for the lives you have too. Uh-oh, this could be bad. I'm not liking those notes in the bottom. If I want to try to get a perfect, I have to take intentional damage. That's never good. Dude, why did you not jump up? That's our first death. I'm trying to get those stupid notes. Why do you ask so many questions, Ethel? Yeah, that's really aggravating because now I have to do the whole thing over again. That's one of the big problems with Tempo. Is when you die, you go all the way back to the beginning of the level. So all that you saw me do, I get to do it again. Every last bit of it. Hey, thank you, Tony. Thanks, sir. Glad you've enjoyed it. Glad you're coming around to the 32X as well. The Mega SG does not work with the 32X and Sane. Not out of the box. So to answer your question, no. If you want the 32X to work, you have to get their digital to analog converter, which is like $70 after shipping. At least, actually, I think it's like $100 after shipping. I think the device is like $70 on its own. And then you still have to run it into an upscaler if you're going to capture it, which defeats the whole purpose. So yes, we're running this on a 32X connected to a Genesis Model 2. That is how we're doing this, and we're running it into the FrameMeister as always. Yeah, I'm sad I can't, like, wall jump on these. I can't get up and kill that guy. And I'm having trouble landing on this pole right here. There we go. Jeez. Uh-oh. Yeah, the Game Gear version looks alright. It's quite sparse compared to the 32X one. I am gonna try to play it sometime, probably sometime soon, actually. Maybe even potential Let's Play material. Yeah, I was actually looking at a video of it earlier tonight because while I've seen the game in, like, physically out in the wild, I've never actually seen gameplay of it until tonight. And, yeah, I mean, it looks okay for a Game Gear game. But it doesn't look anywhere near as, like, busy as the 32X one. All the boss fights are trimmed down and very slow and simple in comparison. Yeah, it's called Tempo Junior Crestline. And then there was a full-on sequel called Super Tempo on the Sega Saturn. Oh, I see how I'm supposed to do it. I see. Okay, so they want me to grab this? Oh wait, no. That's just the score multiplier, never mind. I thought this was the other one where I could fly in the air for a little bit. I don't know what the deal is with that score multiplier. I've had it last an entire level before, and I don't know if it was because it was glitched out or something, but it definitely did not last very long right there. And I didn't even take a hit, so I'm not sure what the deal is with it. And I want to find that blue crystal, but I haven't found it yet. I don't want to exit. We have to go back. probably over there on the left. With the rest of the vines. Maybe? Is it over here? No, go back. Alright. We got that note, which is good, but still no blue crystal. Yeah, they are a little similar to Rayman 1. Yeah. The same time period. I mean, Rayman 1 was just a year. Actually, Rayman 1 was the same year as this game. 1995. Pretty sure Rayman was 95, because that's when it came out on PS1, a very early PS1 game. Came out on the Jaguar around the same time. Okay, this is... There we go. Max health now. Not a fan of those symbols. There we go. There it is. Man. It really made me look for it. Well, Tempo is a lot easier than Rayman, I will give it that. Rayman is a very difficult game. And if you want to be a completionist about it, it's kind of annoying too, to be honest. Rayman, not Tempo. I mean, Tempo, like, being a completionist isn't really required. From what I understand in Rayman, like, you kind of have to get all the tings, which are like the little blue spheres that you rescue. And it's to my understanding that's pretty aggravating. Alright, let's come on this way. Nope, not that way. It's okay, Carlos. I've never found your reasons to ever make sense to begin with, so... Doesn't surprise me. Alright, so this is what I was talking about earlier, where, you know, the second set of bosses are not digitized and scaling and rotating, but I will say they are equally as annoying, if not more annoying, because they can pick up those heads now, too. And Tempo is so slow and these bosses are so fast that it's a real pain in the ass. Oh, and then they gotta rub it in by dancing at you after you die. Alright, I get it. Can you hurry up? please. And if I had grabbed that, that would have been Katie. I really hate the boss design in this game, to be honest with you. I think the bosses are the weakest aspect of this game completely. Like, the boss is the worst part of the game. Like, I kind of see what I'm supposed to do there. Like, she throws two of her friends at me, and I'm supposed to hop over them. But when I hop on the main boss, or the weak spot, like, the other partners just like run right into me and I get hurt. It's weird. Yeah, see, perfect bonus. I got lots of stuff. A new Rayman game would be nice. Well, I mean, Rayman Legends came out a few years ago. There's plenty of Rayman games to go around. Yeah. I highly recommend Rayman Origins if you guys haven't played it. And that's something I'd like to do on this channel eventually. That's a great game. Alright, one more level after this one. Lost a couple lives though. You know, one of them was just kind of really bad. Alright, so we have to fly through these, which is a little weird. Hey, Jay, what's going on? Cool to see someone else in here that has actually played this before. I mean, it's also cool seeing how many people haven't played it, because it means I get to show off some, you know, a cool new game to some people. Rayman Legends was 7 years ago now. Yeah, I guess it was. But in this modern gaming climate, 7 years isn't all that long. And just a year or two ago, it got released on Switch. So it's definitely still fresh out there for someone. Yeah, it is crazy how time flies. Time flies faster as you get older, unfortunately. So this whole area starts off as this circus/carnival kind of thing, but it changes the farther we go into it. Can't bounce up. Alright, whatever. Just gonna fall. Alright, I don't think I want to be up here just yet. But there's probably a dance power up here. Nope. Alright, screw it. We'll come here anyway. Oh, crap. There goes our four-way shot. Lots of dangerous traps on this one. Extra life. Making sure there's nothing there. Oops. So those fire rings, you kind of have to clip through them near the top. If you don't do that, then you're going to take a hit. And I want to go back, but I don't think I can. I think I kind of screwed myself. Kind of like that. Like my head actually clipped the top, but it didn't register as a hit. It's really odd. Yeah, unfortunately, we missed a bunch of secrets, so that's a lot of points we forfeited. All right, this level is a little bit of a pain. We just duck under these. See if I remember how to do this. We'll go this way first, get a four-way shot. We'll get Katie. So headphones don't do anything after you're already maxed out. We have another Carlos. Welcome to the stream. Carlos number 137. I get a lot of Carloses watching my channel. Thanks for tuning in. This is actually kind of a funny effect here. The lamp smashes onto the ground and all the lights go out. I already went there. Ooh! Didn't realize I was gonna be the bottom. But I got this key, which takes me into here. Alright, Carlos, sorry, this isn't the place for troubleshooting your Chromecast. You have to go somewhere else. Alright, what's Katie gonna do now? Okay, break open the wall. Yes, there were a lot of cancel games on 32X. Yep. Alright, I'd like to keep exploring. I know there are a couple more things to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and just exit. Oh, he's just begging for support on his Chromecast. It's like, if you have a Chromecast from a cable company or ISP, call your ISP for support. Don't come into some random stream asking for troubleshooting. I would have let it stick, but he just kept being like, help me, help me, help me. It's like, no, this is not the place for that. You get a lot of really weird things like that when you stream on YouTube. I don't, you know, funny enough, I don't get issues quite like that on Twitch. I don't get people coming into my streams with random, like, troubleshooting requests. If he was a subscriber, I apologize, but lesson learned. Yeah, this level is so long too, man. Definitely one of the longest. Yeah, it may be sane, quite possibly. Really wish the headphones did something after you were maxed out, like maybe refilled your health or something. That would be nice. Probably gonna have to take a restroom break here after this level too. Go get him, Katie. Man, so many of these. These are cool, but they don't give you that many points. I mean, it's like 1,000. And you don't get any health or extra points for picking up each of these notes. Yeah, it's only 1,000. Although they do calculate into the end of level bonus, which is important. Alright. Boss time. I think I got beat down by this guy last time I played, so we'll see what happens. And he likes to pick up the head power-up icons that appear. You don't want to hop on him normally. Oh, and he got the power-up. Jeez, so he's gonna dance. This is gonna do damage to me. And he got it again. Yeah, again, I think the bosses are definitely the worst part of the game. Not very much fun. It's not obvious when you can hit them and when you can't hit them. I do know that for this guy, I have to wait for him to throw his stick. But he just kind of sits there like an idiot half the time. And, see, that's screwed up, man. That's messed up. We're dead. We have to do it over again. Yeah, I mean, the bosses would be fine normally, I think, if, like, the collision detection was tweaked and tempo didn't, you know, run like a snail. Or control like a snail. Like, some of these bosses are way too fast for how slow tempo moves, and there's delay in everything you do. Like, every time tempo animates, you can't do anything while he's animating. Like, it's very stiff. Especially when it comes to attacking. It's, And I couldn't get that because, you know, I got hit by him. And, oh yeah, you get stuck on all the walls that you touch, too. Like this. I was trying to jump over him. And couldn't because my head bumped into the wall. Even though there's not an actual visible wall on screen. Yeah, very frustrating stuff. Okay, well at least he didn't get that power up. Oh, and he got it. We're dead again. Yeah, this boss is stupid. All the bosses are stupid in this game. And then you have to wait for him to dance before you can try again. Can't skip through it. Hey, JD. Doing okay, man. Had a lot of technical difficulties again this week, which got the stream off to a really rough start. It's been okay. Not the most exciting stream. Not a lot of chat activity tonight. You got like 30-something people watching, but it's not much chat going on. Like, I guess you could try to hop on him, but a lot of times I try to hop on him, I get hurt, and I don't know why, but I'm getting lucky here. He just keeps doing the same attack over and over. When I was playing on Twitch, I'd try to hop on him, and his hat would hurt me. So I don't know what the deal is. The game is just super inconsistent. Like, oh look, that worked. And he just got that, so we're going to take guaranteed damage again. See? That hurt me. Yeah, it just makes no sense. What a waste of time! See, for some reason I can hurt him there. It almost feels like the heads appear at the right, then the middle, then the left. Oh, come on! See, that was BS, man. He just went right through me and grabbed it. Oh, wait, no, I grabbed it. Okay, I thought he grabbed it. We just killed him. Well, maybe that's the trick. It's just like jumping up constantly and then grabbing the special power-ups. It's still stupid though. Like if your main just like your core collision detection doesn't feel right at all, then like it's still pointless completely. So yeah, that level throws you right into this level too. So I totally forgot there was a whole other level that we had to do before the last level. Completely forgot about this stage. This is an example where like you can't really tell which way you're going when you're in the air because of how the background just bounces around. Yeah, I'm also at the point where I don't even really care about the points anymore. We've been playing this game for 2.5 hours. Starting, you know, by this point in the game, it really starts to wear thin on me. Definitely the kind of game that would have been nice to have, like, a, you know, battery backup save. It does have password saving, but battery backup would have been really nice. I don't know what they want me to do with this power-up. Oh, that's the exit. Okay, I guess we're exiting. I didn't want to exit, but if you go too far into the exit, it just automatically kicks you out. At this point, I might as well just rush through things then. I don't know. You should probably do some research, Ethel, and you'll find that it has some 2D platformers. And you should also stop saying something something should have this or that. You probably say it 25 times a stream. How about just talking like a normal person? How many normal people do we have in here? You know what? You're right. The Saturn doesn't have a lot of straight 2D platforms with 2D graphics, but you should stop saying that anyway, because honestly, it's wearing on me. No normies in stream, chap. Okay, how many people out there in chat don't say such and such should have this, or such and such should make this, or such and such should be ported to this, blah blah blah. And this is all like Ethel says all the time. Seriously, it's driving me nuts, Ethel. Yeah, there you go. He goes, I should be a millionaire. Yeah, I usually let it slide, but I'm in a really testy mood right now because of all the crap that's happened at the beginning of the stream. And so it's those days where like I snap and I say something finally. Because if it's annoying me, it's probably annoying somebody else. Because I should go out and get loaded. You know what? You should. You should. I should go out and get loaded too. Whoa, that was a glitch. Game is glitching out on us. Tempo was supposed to be a happy stream. And between the technical difficulties in the beginning, second week in a row, and these last couple levels that have just been really testing me, it's turning into a salty stream. Tempo was supposed to be a happy stream. ...2020 was supposed to also be a really good year for my streams. And they're quickly devolving into 2019 territory, which I'm not happy with. Katie is pretty damn adorable, Office. I agree with you there. I messed up, actually. So we're gonna fail this bonus stage. I missed a note. Scrolling up the chat real quick. Why is the fruit flying? Sega Saturn should have more 2D platformers like this. The chat only goes back so far, but there was another one earlier. Sega should make a new tempo game. Usually it's a lot more than that each stream. Predictable. Alright, just let it go, Austin. Let it go. Tony's like, well, at least he's not angry at me this week. Maybe Sega should go out and get loaded. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna block the word should. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that one stream. And so when Ethel tries to chat, it's not gonna go through. I did that on my Twitch stream one day. Someone used to mention gym power every time they came in, so I blocked the phrase gym power. And the bot timed him out. It was pretty hilarious. The only thing you want loaded are some French fries. Yeah. Oh, jeez. We used to have a guy that watched. I don't know if he's still out there, but he used to say that all the time. And not just like once in a while. It was probably like 30 times a stream. Like, remember this, remember that, remember this, remember that, remember this, remember that, remember. And I just want to punch him like that. That's what it's like. Ugh. He hasn't tuned in a long time. Thanks for the reminder, Sane. Yeah, but it's not gonna happen, Ethel. So you're best off just not even saying it at all. Especially since every time you say it, you're referring to something way in the past. Like, it would be really cool if, I don't know, I'm trying to come up with an example. It'd be really cool if Sega Sonic Arcade was ported to Saturn. It's like, yeah, it would be cool, but it wasn't, and it won't be, so it's just wasted breath. I mean, okay, let me go back. I'm not trying to crap on everybody. Like, it's cool to think about these things, but when you think about them 15 times, 20 times in a stream, it's... There's a point where it just doesn't, like, it's pointless just even thinking about it anymore. You know, I'm trying to figure out how to communicate what I want to say here. I mean, I've got so many games I wish that came out back in the day, but I'm not sitting in people's streams being like, man, I wish this happened, or I wish that happened, or I wish this happened, I wish that happened. I'd probably get the boot if I did that. They could port it to Steam. They're not going to, Chrisline. That's the thing. They're not going to. There are so many cool things that could happen. And you gotta remember, like, a lot of these consoles, not 32X, let's say the Sega Genesis, at least 700 games on it. Super Nintendo, at least 500, 600, 700 games, just speaking North America only. You know, and you've got that on every single platform. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games from every platform. That would be cool if it was ported to this system or that system, or it's made available on Steam. Like, it gets old. That's it. It gets old. Like, every now and then, cool, it's fine. Normal conversation. But when, like, that's the crutch of every single bit of conversation, then it just gets, it gets under my skin. Oh god, no. Let's not talk about the Jaguar right now. No, I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood. I like the Jaguar, but no, not now. Alright, so this level, you have to go through various doors. And you gotta go the right way. So, you know, what I'm saying here doesn't apply to just, like, my stream. It applies to the rest of life in conversing with people. Like, you know, if you're trying to have conversations with people, you don't just say the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. You become that guy. That person. Maybe that woman. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. Any of you out there listening. Yes. Just... I don't know. So there's a very specific path you have to go through here, and I don't remember the path. So we're gonna have to re-figure it out. And then... at the end of some of these hallways, you get elevators. And... Exactly, yeah, that's actually a good point. It's how children talk. I think I was probably supposed to go into the right-hand door. Okay, and I think I'm supposed to go into the left-hand door here. I'm gonna try this second door. Quite possibly sane. I don't know. Yeah, we're on the right track, actually. So yeah, this is the final level. You have to... It's... You know, this maze, basically. And if you don't pick the right door, you get kicked back. And then there's a really dickish troll move at the end, where they give you 4 doors that you have to pick from. If you pick the wrong door, you get kicked all the way back. Okay, so we're on the right track here, too, which is good. And like, what I'm saying in regards to Ethel, it's just one of many examples I experienced while streaming. And, like, it's just, you know, it's good to think about these things and be like, oh, yeah, you know, I probably shouldn't say that all the time. It's, you know... I remember, I'm gonna go to the third door. So the one with the arrow on it is absolutely the worst one. Yep, see, that was the wrong door, too. The one with the arrow on it is, the one with the arrow on it is the wrong one. Sane gets it, at least. Tempo brings out the worst in ya. Oh man, JD. Part of me wishes that I was young still. There we go, it's the last door. They put it at the end. I hate you, Tempo. This is a game you would have liked. You like 32X, yeah. Well, it's good to see other 32X fans out there. It's got quite a few fun games on it. Alright, let's just... Can we come up here? There we go. Alright, last stretch, guys. No, I think it is fixed, Carlos. I just didn't remember exactly what door it was. Don't remember how I'm supposed to beat this guy. Pretty sure last time I beat this guy on my first try. And, okay, there he goes. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was the third or fourth door. You go get him, Katie. So it looks like I just hit him in the stomach. Oh, he got the power up. Oof. Metalhead, though. I mean, more power to people that like it, but man, I can't do it. I can't do Metalhead. No, sir. And he got the power up again. Yeah, last time I played, I felt like I was just stun locking him over and over, and that is not working this time. He just keeps blocking. Well, yeah, I do agree that it has quite a few strong games on it. And even games that, like, aren't what I would call AAA quality from back in the day, they're still, like, B+ games. Good B and B+ games. Even, you know, I like a lot of C+ games as well. And it's got quite a few of those, so I really enjoyed the 32X library. Yeah, so as you guys can tell, I'm not exactly an expert at this game. I try to practice a lot of these games multiple times, but after all the trouble I went through last week trying to get through this game, I just, I beat the game once and then that was it. We had so many freezes last week. I'm actually really surprised we haven't had one this week. I don't know, maybe I'll just do this over and over. And get squished. And he grabbed the power up. Yeah, the animation here is great, for sure. Like, why could I stun him one time but not another? God, these bosses are terrible! These bosses suck! There's just no rhythm or rhyme to it, that's the problem. Oh, well, when he's spinning, you can sometimes freeze him, but other times you can't freeze him. And I swear, Tempo's attack takes like 60 frames to come out. It's almost a full second, it feels like. It's probably actually a lot less than that, but it sure feels like it. Yeah, see, like that. And there was load times for that. That was interesting. Maybe it's because he was going a lot faster. That was really sloppy. Beta units of Satiator, yeah, they were sent out back in December. I do not have one. Yeah, that required you to be at the $50 tier on Patreon, and I was definitely not paying $1,000 just to get into the beta. Although it would have been really cool, but yeah, no, couldn't do that. But I have been backing on Patreon since the earlier parts of, well, his Patreon being up, so, you know, I have supported quite a bit, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting it when it's ready. Hopefully he gives patrons, you know, first dibs. Yes, this is what I was talking about earlier, where it basically your points fill up a meter. I doubt we're even gonna go halfway, honestly. Thanks, Carlos. I appreciate it. Oh, I got a guitar this time. Okay. Oh no, they will, Sane. They will. So yeah, that's it. Depending on your score, you get a different ending picture. That's pretty much it. Some of them are pretty funny, but I honestly don't think it's worth your time trying to explore everything in this game, and I don't even know how the hell you're supposed to get so many points. I think what you're supposed to do is play the bonus stages and succeed at them as long as you can. Like, especially the one on the far right, you get so many points. Although, actually, I think it might be more beneficial to do the pizza one over and over, but that takes forever. It gets so repetitive. Like, I've gotten up to level 8 on the pizza game, and I think you get about 1,000 points for each completion, so it's 8,000. So the karate one on the right is 10 points, or 10 coins. The pizza game is 2 coins. So you can do the pizza game. If you're good at it, 8,000 points total, 5 times, 40,000 points, quick and easy. Whereas the karate one I might get, I don't know, I think I've gotten up to level 4 or 5 on the karate one, so like, you could also still get the same amount of points, potentially more. But yeah, you really have to pad out your points by playing those bonus games successfully. How did I compare it to last time? I mean, it's basically the same. I like the early parts of the game, but I don't like the last couple stages because it just starts to drag on. Like, we're getting close to the 3-hour mark, and had I actually not exited some of those later stages early, we would still be playing. You know, like, it's a lot for one sitting. If you want to get a good ending and not just like blitz right through the game, it's long. So. Hey, Sketchcraft, no worries, dude. Thanks for popping in, man, and hey, thanks for popping in on the Discord every now and then too. Oh, it makes me feel like, oh yeah, there is a purpose to Discord when people use it. So, yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, even if you don't stick around and chat, I totally understand the need to lurk. But I do appreciate you guys popping in and at least saying hello, letting me know you're out there and stuff like that, so I have a good idea of who's watching and who's not. So thanks, guys, for that. Yeah, so I think I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream. I mentioned it totally on my my failed stream before OBS crashed, where this game was actually developed by Red, and they've made a lot of you know, really solid games over the years, like Lords of Thunder and Gaze of Thunder. They made all the Bonk games, the Bonk's Adventure games, and a whole bunch of stuff. They did some Genesis stuff, they did some Super Nintendo stuff, and then they moved on into the PS2 era and made some cool stuff there too. Like, I think they made Gungrave, which is really cool. So, and apparently they're still around, sort of, kind of. Yeah, this is very interesting. You'll see their name on a bunch of titles from back in the day that are really solid. So, yeah, Carlos, I mean, I do think that it would have been really cool if this game had, like, battery backup, so you could save your progress. and your score. That way you didn't have to do it all in one sitting. Because it is fun in short bursts. I do like it. It is a chill game, but doing the whole thing in 1 3+ hour sitting is, it's, you know, it wears you down, especially with the boss fights. The levels are long. It's hard to get back to the bosses to practice them and figure out their jankiness. Yeah. So, well, I mean, there are a bunch of games like that, Office, but Lords of Thunder is a good one like that. Yeah, Lords of Thunder is excellent. Highly, highly recommend Lords of Thunder. I have a Let's Play of the Sega CD. Actually, I have a Let's Play of both versions of the game. But the Sega CD one I actually completed on my Let's Play. Alrighty, folks. Well, I think I'm going to get out of here. If you guys have any last-minute questions or comments, do let me know. And I'm not sure if I'm going to stream this Saturday, but later on Twitch tonight, I'm going to practice some Bare Knuckle 3, which is Streets of Rage 3 for the Genesis, or Mega Drive, I should say. The Japanese version. And I'm going to try to have that be my Let's Play for Patreon backers this week. So I'm going to go practice it later tonight, probably try to record it tomorrow. And, yeah, I'm going to Twitch, Tony. I'm going to go out and get some food. I told myself I wasn't going to go get food this week, but I'm screw it. I'm going to go get some food. Probably go to Taco Bell or something. You don't use Twitch? It's okay, Arcade Pilot. I mean, that's why I stream on YouTube, man. Plus my YouTube streams are a little more focused. We usually have a specific topic. Twitch is just like, I go over there and I practice games for YouTube stuff. So, but yeah, Arcade Pilot, I might stream this Sunday on YouTube, or sorry, this Saturday, and then, maybe, I'm not sure. And, but a Let's Play will be posted on Sunday regardless, so. If you guys don't see me Sunday here on YouTube, or sorry, Saturday, I keep saying Sunday. If you don't see me Saturday on YouTube, you will see a Let's Play for sure, so. You never bothered to make an account. You should make an account so I know you're out there, man. I like to know who's out there that's watching. Like, I see numbers pop up on Twitch, but I'm like, I don't know. It's, you know, if I don't know that you're out there, then I just think they're like random bots or whatever, so. Yeah, I'm gonna play Halo PC, Halo Combat Evolved on PC, the 2003 Windows XP version. I beat it on Twitch this morning, and so I want to do a stream or two on YouTube. I had a couple people request it, and while I've streamed Halo a bunch of times on my channel, like Xbox and Xbox One, I've never actually beaten the game on stream on YouTube, so we're gonna try to get a full playthrough down here soon, so. Yes, I know you're not a bot, but if you're watching on Twitch and lurking without an account and you don't pop in and say hello, then I don't know you're out there. That's how it works. So yeah, I mean, it's okay, it's totally okay to lurk, but it just, like, for me, I like to know who's out there and watching, you know? Especially if it's like Office, and I know that Office is on YouTube, and, you know, as opposed to, like, some random dude that pops in that I've never met before. I do like it when my regulars tune in, and, or at least drop in and say hello, let me know. I'm not inviting anybody, no. I don't plan on doing any invites in a while. The only reason Ronnie was here, was streaming with me last week is because he was here. And Ronnie didn't come up to stream on YouTube, he just came up to hang out. That's what he does, so. I just thought, hey, he's up here, we can do a short stream on YouTube. And it seems like a lot of you guys like that one, so. But no, that wasn't planned or anything, so. Yeah, it was not planned. Have I tried Destiny? I have not. No. Yeah, no, I actually, you know, when I got my Xbox One many years ago, I actually did, or my second Xbox One, because I had sold the first one to fund a pinball machine. Sorry, I'm looking at a comment that was just left. Yeah, no, I had actually bought Destiny with it because Target was running some kind of deal where it was like buy two, get one free. And Destiny was like the hot thing at the time. I think I bought Halo Master Chief Collection, Destiny, and Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive was why I bought a second Xbox One. And I ended up not playing Destiny. I think I just traded it in. So, kept Master Chief Collection and Sunset Overdrive. Hey, James. When does the next Mackett Brothers do? Probably not for a long time, because I can't ever seem to get my brother to hang out with me. He's just busy with his music stuff, so... Any guest streams, Carlos? Just assume I'm not going to do one for a while. I mean, I don't usually do them very often anyway. So... It's too hard to get other people together, you know? Maybe it'll be different when I get on the day shift and I'm not streaming at like 2 a.m. Or, in this case tonight, 1 a.m. But probably not. I mean, I don't have that many people I know locally that are interested in this stuff anyway. So, among, you know, my local pinball friends and stuff like that, only one or two of them are really into gaming, so... I know, to a point where, like, they'd want to come and hang out on a stream, so... Yeah, it was great with Ronnie. That was fun. I really like it, too, when I can pass off the controller and not worry about, like, playing well, you know. It's fun just, like, kind of chilling out, playing some games, and then just talking about random stuff, so... You're not hearing any other voice, unless you've got some other thing running in the background. Or you're hearing the tempo title screen. But, yeah. Yeah, that the rare replay collection is pretty cheap. Yeah.
You know what time it is.
James is schizo. No, I think he's just hearing the tempo main theme, which is going on right now. Yeah, hearing voices, not a good sign. True story. But yeah, there's a lot of good old school style stuff on Xbox One as well. I mean, you've got compilations like that, but you've also got a lot of good downloads you can pick up. So, and a lot of the stuff, especially on physical media, like say Ori and the Blind Forest or something like that, they're really cheap. Oh, the voices say red rum. Red rum. Red rum. No. I hope they don't say that. As long as you don't argue with the voices and lose. No, Ori came out probably 5 or 6 years ago. Probably 2014, maybe 2015. Yeah, Ori's been around for a while. There's actually going to be a sequel coming out soon. No, Tony, I did not. Yeah, I don't plan on it because, well, I haven't been to the theater since Blade Runner 2049. That was like 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? Or was it last year? All my years are blending together because, like Nine Inch Nails says, every day is exactly the same. It's what my life has been like these last few years. Everything's just blending together.
You know what time it is. Yo, homie, peep here. Tempo, check it out. You know he makes it funky.
Oh, jeez. No, I'm just saying it's retro-styled Arcade Pilot. It's 2D. It's a 2D Metroidvania style game. I'm just saying there's other stuff on Xbox One that is retro style that you could get. I mean, if you really just want actual retro games, just go get a Super Nintendo or NES, or get an SNES Classic and hack it, or get a Raspberry Pi and hack that. You know, if you're gonna buy an Xbox One just because it has Rare Replay, you might want to rethink your purchase decision. Hey, video game obsession. Yeah, I only know the Yo Homie part. I don't know any of the rest of the lyrics, come to think of it. It's funny that you mentioned that, because it's true. I can't make them out. Like, I understand the tempo's in the house tonight. I get that, but right before that, yeah, it's all gibberish to me. Why nobody talk about Dr. Sleep no more? Because no one saw Dr. Sleep, apparently. I forgot it even came out until I saw the Red Letter Media, you know, Half in the Bag episode on it. Hey man, it's okay. We had lots of technical difficulties in the beginning, and then I started to get really annoyed by the game, and I was really annoyed in general, partially thanks to all the technical difficulties in the beginning. But yeah, we're good now. The game's behind me. I don't ever have to play it again. I mean, I know I will play it again. The game really wears on you towards the end. It overstays its welcome. I don't know. It's a really cool game, but it's also like a really annoying game at the same time. I could see people having a love-hate relationship with this game. Yep, that's right, Dasan. Stream's over, dude. But thanks for popping in anyway, man. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of it. Have I played the sequel to this? I have a little bit. Yeah, Super Tempo. I haven't gotten very far, but I have played it a little bit. Like I mentioned earlier, there was an early level in the game where like you're in this little town and you can go in and out of houses and whatnot, and I never could get out of the town. So I need to go like watch a walkthrough or something. Yeah, it's a sequel saying it's called Super Tempo. And then there's also a sort of a demake of this game called Tempo Junior for the Game Gear. And it's basically like a mini version of this game. You go to a lot of the same levels and fight the same bosses. The 32X should have a Fantasy Star game, or the 32X should have had a Shining Force game. Yes, many things should have had many things, but they didn't. Let's get over it. And I love how Sane brought up the member berries guy. Member this, member that, member this, member that, member. Okay, right on Video Game Obsession. The archive should be up hopefully in a few hours. So someone hacked the Game Gear version to run on Master System. Yeah, there are a bunch of Game Gear to SMS hacks like that. I mean, maybe we'll even try it out tonight, honestly. I should have a PS5 Pro by now. No, see, it's not just like I should have this in the future. Like, I should get a PS5 when it comes out. Like, that's a normal statement. The statements that I'm talking about that are annoying are like, Sony should make every single console compatible on the PlayStation 5. It's like every single what? What are you smoking? Stuff like that is the stuff I'm really complaining about. Sega should make a Dreamcast 3. You know, Konami should make a brand new TurboGrafx console that plays original CDs and cue cards. like that's the kind of outlandish, totally unrealistic stuff that I'm talking about. That's not gonna happen. That's what grinds my gears. It's all these hypotheticals. Arcade Pilot, I would just do some research, man. You've got the internet. The internet is one of the greatest tools ever made for finding information, so just use it. What I recommend doing is just first going to a full games list for any platform you're interested in, like full list of PS3 games, and then scroll through the list and see what catches your eye, and then from there maybe go and look on Reddit posts or video game forums like recommended retro style PS3 games or something like that, or PS3 shoot 'em ups, you know, just like, you know, you use the old noggin and use your fingers, and you will find out lots of great information from the internet, and then you'll know what to buy. That's how I've always done it over the years. That's how I learned a lot of my retro knowledge. You know, even before, like, I was, you know, having first-hand experience, I was researching it. And it's not hard to do this stuff, so. Tempo needs to make a comeback. I mean, comeback from what? It was never famous, but what the fuck, right? It could make a new modern platformer. Yeah, no, I totally get that. Yeah, I agree. It would be cool, but yeah, it would be cool. Probably not gonna happen, but it would be cool. Maybe. I don't know, maybe it would be terrible. We should flip this on its head and be like, no, it would be crap. No point. No point in trying. Oh man. If Bubsy has taught me anything, is that games people actually want don't make comebacks. I don't. Only a couple of Bubsy fans ask for a Bubsy comeback. The Bubsy fan base is a very, very small one. Those are games I'll probably eventually try to go through. I've only played the Jaguar version, which is a brand new game, and it's not very good. Huge open levels, just very confusing stage design. It's just... It feels very lazily put together, honestly. The first Bubsy actually looks alright to me, like on Genesis and Super Nintendo, so I do want to try that sometime. But I've heard that Bubsy 2 isn't all that hot either. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll try him out myself. But, alrighty folks, so that's gonna do it for me. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna go get some food, then I'm gonna go practice some games for Let's Plays on Twitch. And, yeah, that is going to do it for me. So thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And, the first Bubsy is hard as hell. Everything kills you. Well, I mean, that's a lot of platformers. Everything kills you. You don't like Bubsy, don't play anything on the Commodore Amiga. Because, your head will explode. But yeah, big shout out to, you know, everyone that's supporting the channel, of course, but also, Jeff Smith, who did 2 super chats tonight, and then Tony Hayden, who did a $5 donation. So thanks, guys, for that. That actually seriously helps me out a lot, really. Your tips and whatnot kind of makes this worth it, you know? Or I should say, it doesn't really necessarily make it worth it. It's like, you guys interacting with me is what really makes it worth it. But the tips are like the icing on the cake, so it's like, thank you guys for that. It does help out a lot. And shout out to Chris Hendricks again, who did a donation on the last stream. You know, none of these are expected, but I do greatly appreciate all of them. So thank you guys so much for that. Patreon backers, just remember you can still get the Sunday's Let's Play, which is Battletoads, early up until Sunday. So if you haven't watched it ad-free yet, go watch it now before I click ads on and make it public. Bare Knuckle 3 should be the next Let's Play, I hope, for Patreon backers, and then Battletoads will go public to everybody else on Sunday, so watch out for that. If you want to watch some Battletoads and get some tips. But yeah, I may or may not be back on Saturday. I almost said Sunday again. I may or may not be back on Saturday with another live stream, but stay tuned. If I do, it might be an early one. And yeah, it'll be Halo PC if I do it. We'll see. So, alrighty guys, that's it. I don't have anything else for you, so until the next one, take it easy.